Hello all, good day. It's been a long time since the last video, I guess around 15 days. The Q1 FY27 results have started coming up. Today we'll be discussing three companies, which is Emmvee, Groww and Poonawalla Fincorp. Three different companies in almost three different sectors, but still these are the companies with very good results, so I wanted to discuss the numbers. Let's get started. First we will do with Emmvee, the portfolio stock, right? So yeah, I have also already made a video on Emmvee covering the business model in detail. What is the solar value chain? Where does Emmvee operate? What are their future plans? What is their capacity now? Expansion? Everything in detail. I put a link to the video for that in the description. Now let's discuss only the numbers. This is only Q1 FY27 updates here. No discussion of the business model in detail. Okay. Now coming to the numbers, revenue was up 51%, EBITDA was up 56%, and PAT was up 103%. Uh, why was PAT up? I mean, why did PAT grow faster than EBITDA? Because in Q1 FY26 they had a loan. This loan was repaid after the IPO proceeds. After they got money from the IPO proceeds, they utilized the money to pay off the loan, and because of which the loan base has come down, and basically the interest has also come down in Q1 FY27 as compared to Q1 FY26, and that is why the PAT has grown than faster than the EBITDA and the revenue. Then comes margins. Margins were also flattish. EBITDA was at 35% flat. PAT grew from 18% to 24%. EBITDA was flat, but there is a caution here. Even with all this, the raw materials prices going up, silver prices being so volatile, the EBITDA is flat. There is a reason to this. We will cover it in later. Now let's move further. PAT was up again. PAT margin was up from 18% to 24%. Again, the same reason. In Q1 FY26 they had a huge loan, and because of which the interest cost was also huge. In Q1 FY27 that loan has been reduced, and because of which the interest has also gone down. Now coming to capacity utilization, the capacity utilization for cell has gone up from 68 to 83%, a huge increase, and the capacity utilization for modules has remained almost the same, around 45 or some percentage, 45% roughly. I don't remember the exact number. I think it was 45, 40 के रेंज में था. हाँ, अभी ये सेल का कैपेसिटी इतना क्यों बढ़ा? There are two main reasons for this. One is internal and one is external. Let's first discuss the internal reason. Internal reason is that Emmvee, as compared to other quarters and also the previous year, has sold more cells directly to third parties. So whatever cells they manufacture, it can be used in two ways, right? Either you can sell directly, or you can make modules by yourself and then sell the modules. Yeah. So these are the two uses. So in this time, Emmvee, in this quarter specifically, Emmvee has the sales number of those cells directly to third parties has gone up significantly, and because of which you can also see that the capacity utilization has gone up. The exact number was not given by the management even in the con call, but they said that it has grown significantly. Then coming to the second reason, which is the external factor. External factor pertains to the regulatory update, which is the ALMM 2 list. What is this ALMM? ALMM means approved list of manufacturers and modules, which means that, so basically what is the government doing is, the government started from the module value chain. So module is the easiest part of the value chain. You just import cells from China and make the solar module and utilize the solar panel. Then they went on to cells, and now they're going into ingots, and then finally now they'll go into wafers, and then they'll go into ingots. So they're started from the easiest point of the value chain, and now coming back to the they are trying to vertically integrate the entire system, or build the entire solar ecosystem in India itself. Now they are in the phase 2 of the things. Phase 2 is basically, till now it was that whatever solar panels are being installed in India, the modules has to be made in India. Previous to the modules, whatever is the value chain can be imported from anywhere. Now comes the ALMM 2 list. ALMM 2 list is basically so now they are going one step back and saying that whatever solar panels have to be installed in India, even the cells have to be manufactured in India. This is also called domestic content requirement. So because of this, again the cell capacity has gone up. Yeah, these are the two reasons why cells have grown faster than modules. Now coming to Now coming to the capacity utilization plan, I have all the details here in the physical book today, not a PPT, and that's why I'm looking down always. Yeah. Now coming to the capacity utilization plan, the capacity utilization, they have a plan to increase the capacity to 16 gigawatts for modules and around 9 gigawatts for cells, and this is by 2020 FY27 end. Out of this, the facility which they are opening, the 6 gigawatt integrated facility, this will this is also in line for, I mean, they have already placed orders for all their equipments, purchased the land. Around 60% of the orders have already been placed, and also they have taken the IREDA loan, which they took for building this plant, and the interest rate for that loan is around 8%. Now coming to the future plans, future. I mean, even past the the 6 gigawatt integrated facility. What they are saying is, in the calendar year FY20, I mean in the financial year 29 and financial year 30, what they will do is they will further go one step backward, and open an ingot facility. So ingot से cells बनता है, cells से modules बनता है, and module is a solar panel. Now they are coming to cells. मतलब FY27 में ये cell वाला facility खुलेगा. I mean expansion होगा. What the management is saying that till now it was just on con calls. They never put it on PPTs. For the first time they have put it on PPT, saying that FY29 में हम और FY29 और 30 में हम ये इनगट वाला फैसिलिटी खोलेंगे, और ये दो फेजेस में होगा, 5 गीगावाट प्लस 4 गीगावाट के फेज में होगा. 5 गीगावाट FY29 में आएगा, 4 गीगावाट FY30 में आएगा. ठीक है. एंड दिस ऑल्सो कोइंसाइड्स विद द ALMM थर्ड फेज. ALMM थर्ड फेज क्या करता है, फिर वही they are from modules they went to cells in ALMM2, and now from cells they'll go to ingots in ALMM3, wafers and ingots in ALMM3, and this is expected to be announced in June 2028. ALMM2 has been made effective from June 2026. ALMM3 is expected to be made effective from June 2028. Now coming to a few con-call points. The DCR non-DCR mix was at 50%, and because of which this is also a factor because of which the margins have not dropped. I mean, if you check the global uncertainties and the the fluctuations of silver prices, the margin should have ideally dropped a little, but because of the DCR mix improving, the margins are sustained. अभी ये DCR mix improve होने से margin कैसे बढ़ा? So they gave a breakup of the margins for each of the things they do, each of the scenarios. So if someone sells a non-DC, if they sell a non-DCR solar panel, the margins is 2.5 rupees per watt. If the physical cell directly to a third party, the margin, the EBITDA margin is around 6 rupees per watt. And if they sell the entire DCR module itself means the cell is also made in India and the module is also manufactured by them itself. They use their own cell to manufacture the module and sell the module. Then the EBITDA margin is around 8.5 to 9 rupees. Yeah, so because of this, as you can see, the cells and the DCR module have a higher margin. Both increased in this quarter, and because of this, the margin sustained at 35% itself. Otherwise, it would have gone down due to the silver price, volatility. Then comes the peak utilization. So the peak utilization, they are saying that for cells it is around 85 to 90%. They are already at 83% of the existing installed capacity. So cells में अभी ज़्यादा ज़्यादा बढ़ने का scope नहीं है until the new ingot facility, I mean the new facility of 6 gigawatts is commissioned. That is also a very big starting point for them. However, modules में capacity का बहुत expansion के लिए बहुत scope है. अभी it's just around 45%. बहुत scope है इसमें. It can go up to 65%. Is what the management says. They have also given an EBITDA guidance of 2400 crores for the full FY27, which translates to around 38% का growth if we compare FY26. Then they also took no inventory losses due to non-DCR inventory. What I mean by this is, अभी June 1st से ये पूरा ALMM2 implement हो जाएगा. जो भी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स है ये पूरे DCR के अंडर आ जाएंगे, मतलब the cells has to be manufactured in India. So what the analyst questioned is that if you have a lot of non-DCR inventory lying, will we take the any inventory losses? Because DCR का कैपेसिटी डिमांड बढ़ जाएगा, ऑब्वियसली नॉन DCR का डिमांड घट जाएगा, जिसके वजह से इन्वेंट्री में लॉसेस आएंगे. The analyst question that will this happen in the future? Management said that नॉन DCR में ज़्यादा ऑर्डर मतलब मेक टू ऑर्डर वैसा वाला सिस्टम है, ज़्यादा इन्वेंट्री हम रखते भी नहीं है, इसलिए हमको कोई इन्वेंट्री लॉस नहीं दिखेगा. Yeah, that's it. I think the results was in line. The revenue grew by around 50%. They are saying that they are growing. They will grow the EBITDA by 38%. No major update as such. It is in line as basically what I wanted to say. Now let's move on to Poonawalla Fincorp. Poonawalla Fincorp is basically an NBFC. They have, I think, one of the fastest growing NBFC there. Let's get into the margins directly. I'm not going to cover the business model as such here. So it's basically a lending or borrowing business, but you're not allowed to have deposit accounts as you are an NBFC. In simple words, that's what an NBFC does, right? I just wanted to give some context before we go into numbers. हाँ, नहीं तो मैं ऐसे पोपट लगूंगा, ऐसे कुछ भी बोलता रहूँगा तो. Yeah, so let's get into the AUM numbers. Let's get into the face of the numbers. AUM grew by 62%. ROA went up to 1.98%, which is a 1.3% jump year on year. 130 basis points का jump है. ये क्यों हुआ? Let's break down the entire thing. So if you check if you open like the last 3 investor PPTs of Poonawalla Fincorp, you will find that they have added this new thing called new product line. So what is this new product line? So new product line includes personal loans, gold loans, education loans, consumer durable loans, and commercial vehicle loans, and also business loans. So ये जो new lines है, these are high yielding products. All these products may yield anywhere between 20 to 35% का gross yields is what I'm talking about. And if you check the new segment of market percentage as an AUM has gone up from 8% to 11%, and then it is at 17% in Q1 FY27. This is the sole reason for Poonawalla Fincorp's ROA going from 0.3% to around 1.98% today. So, and the second reason is the OPEX to AUM also is down from around 58% to 45%. OPEX to AUM क्या होता है? आपको मतलब सैलरीज देने पड़ते हैं, अपने ऑफिस चलाना पड़ता है, you have to pay the collection guys. This is all the OPEX cost. So the OPEX cost has gone down from 58% to 45%, and this has also brought in operating leverage, improving the PAT faster than the loan book growth and such. Then comes credit cost. The credit cost is, the asset quality. Asset quality is also flattish even after entering into such high risky. ये जो नया segment है, new product वाला segment, this is all high risky areas, right? Personal loan, education, gold loans तो high risky नहीं है. Education loans, consumer durable loans, business loans, small MSME loans, all these are risky products compared to the existing products which they already had. Existing products क्या है? Existing products, if you see, they were actually into like large business loans, intermediate loans as in they were lending to other NBFCs too. Then they were also lending in loan against property, which is like the safest thing you can do as an NBFC. So ये safe products है, ये थोड़े risky products में आ रहा है, but फिर भी इनके asset quality वैसे के वैसे ही है. It has actually gone down from 2.6% to 2.4%, the GNPA number, and because of which the ROA has improved drastically, right, from around 0.3% to around 1.98%, which is a huge jump year on year. So yeah, that is about the asset quality and Poonawalla Fincorp's books. Now coming to NIMs. So the NIMs have remained flat from around 9.05% in Q1 to 9.1% here. They have given an AUM growth guidance of around 35 to 40%. ROA, they have given a target of around 3 to 3.5% in June FY2028. बहुत long term का target. And they have also given, they have also said that because of the the MFI cycle, they are remaining cautious on the MSME loans, and they will not focus on aggressive disbursements on MSME loans. Yeah, these are the overall numbers. A good update overall, but the one caution which we have to be careful is the valuation. It is already at around 3.75 times book, but obviously it deserves such kind of a valuation, and it has also delivered such kind of exceptional results. Now coming to the last player, which is Groww. So Groww is the broker. I mean, who doesn't know about Groww? Yeah, so let's get into the face of the numbers. The revenue was up 63%, EBITDA was up 100%, PAT was up 94%, and the number of transacting users were up 24%. These are the four main metrics which we need to track. Yeah, now coming into the highlights. So if you see, the market share of Groww has improved in almost all of the segments. If you compare Q1 over Q1, म्यूचुअल फंड में उनका 12 से 14 हो गया, कैश सेगमेंट में 12 से 15 हो गया, इक्विटी डेरिवेटिव्स वन ऑफ द स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट थिंग वो 7.2 से 11 हो गया, और MTF बुक जो हर ब्रोकर ग्रो कर रहा है अभी has gone from 1.2 to 2.7% or 3% roughly. Now coming to the contribution of all of these segments into the revenue. So if you've been observing the recent trends, what has happened is अब जो 2024 और 25 में जो F&O पे कर्ब्स लगे थे, इसके वजह से क्या हुआ, F&O का टर्नओवर बहुत गिर गया. So brokers had to rely on this MTF books and also other equity derivatives and commodity derivatives to earn that lost income. So Groww has been successful in doing so. They have grown their MTF book and it is also growing at around 12%. But इसमें से around 80% मतलब विदाउट सिक्योरिटी दिया जाता है फॉर ट्रेडिंग, मतलब उस पर वो लेवरेज जो देते हैं वो वाला. एंड अदर अराउंड 20% ऑफ देयर बुक इज अराउंड सिक्योर्ड प्रोडक्ट, मतलब अगर आप लोन्स अपने शेयर्स प्लेज करते हो और वो आपको लोन्स देते हैं. देन कम्स then comes the AMC front. They have also got the AMC license. They are also starting the AMC products. Then they have the whole aim of Groww is to move away from the equity derivative thing, right? So उनका around 52% of their revenue comes from equity derivatives segment. They want to shift away from this because कभी भी आके सेबी बोल सकता है कि भाई बंद करो, ये सट्टा वट्टा नहीं चलेगा, अब बंद करो, and because of which they can take a huge hit on their top line. So gradually, if you see, even in Q1 FY26, they had a contribution of around 56% of the revenue. Now their contribution has reduced to 52%, and their aim is to gradually take it below 50. Then also so tight with in the from Q4 to Q1 they had tightened their risk norms, because of which the MTF book and also the the ADTO on the cash segment, ADTO on the equity derivative segment slightly was not that fast. It was obviously the fastest, but it was not faster compared to other quarters because of this tightened tightened risk norms. Then if you see, commodity derivatives was also a very successful thing for Groww. It has grown from 0% of the turnover in Q1 FY26 to around 5% of the turnover today. Obviously the effect of all the geopolitical tensions and the volatile gold price and the volatile commodity prices also comes in. इतना growth नहीं होगा आगे जाके, because hopefully the things are stable, but it has gone from around 0 to 5% of the revenue, which is a very big thing. Then comes the recent update. अगर आपने देखा होगा बहुत चर्चा हुआ था. So they have gone from a direct mutual fund distributor to a so they have started this thing called as MF Prime. So what this basically is until now only Zerodha and Groww were distributing free mutual funds. Free mutual fund क्या होता है? Mutual fund जो who manages the fund, he himself distributes the mutual fund through Groww or any broker. इसमें broker को कुछ भी नहीं मिलता, literally nothing, zero. It's just it's charity what they are running. That's what Nitin Kamath also posted on his Twitter that day. So अभी Groww क्या कर रहा है? Groww is moving from this direct equity direct mutual fund, and it is also offering, it is still there, it's not like they are closing it off completely, and they are moving from this direct mutual fund to a mutual fund distributor model, where the Groww will recommend that this mutual fund is, ये mutual fund अच्छा है भाई ले लो, और इससे क्या होगा, Groww को कमीशन मिलेगा. इससे ऑब्वियसली टॉप लाइन आने लगेगा. अब तक जो नॉन रेवेन्यू सेगमेंट था वो रेवेन्यू जनरेटिंग सेगमेंट बन जाएगा. इससे आपके मार्जिन्स भी इंप्रूव हो जाएंगे, बिकॉज इसमें चलाने का कॉस्ट तो अभी भी चल रहा है, मतलब रेवेन्यू जनरेट नहीं कर रहे हो, इससे आपका मार्जिन्स पे भी अच्छा इम्पैक्ट आएगा. Then one negative impact was that the customer acquisition cost went up from around 1000 rupees to 1900 rupees. जब एनालिस्ट ने ऑब्वियसली पूछा था इस क्वेश्चन को कॉन कॉल में. सो व्हाट दिस वन टाइम स्पाइक is majorly because of the IPL season which happened. IPL में बहुत खर्चा किया है इन लोगों ने, and because of which the one time spike, this is a one time spike and it is not going to sustain at these high levels. Yeah, that's it for Grow. Grow has also posted a very good update. Stock ने भी अच्छा reaction दिया. I think it was around 6% up that day on the result day. Yeah, overall three good updates. Hopefully we can cover much stocks in the Q1 FY27 reasons. I'm not going to cover the business model like we did today. It will just be an update. If it's like a very new business model, कुछ अच्छा ही अलग ही है, then we will cover. Otherwise, it will just be numbers. Thanks for watching.